morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Julie and my classmate is Marie. We have worked on a famous company which is Google. Everybody knows it. We all have already used it. We are going to present an advertising print connected to Google. But first, let's talk about the historical context of the United States when this ad was created and introduce a little bit more of what Google is and even more what Google G Suite is. Then, we will give a detailed description and analysis of the image. Moreover, we will explain how this advertisement shows elements of American culture and history. Finally, we will evaluate if this ad is a success or a failure.
So let's talk about the historical context of the United States society and the background of the advertisement. Google has launched in 2020 an advertising campaign putting out a new form of working resulting from the COVID health crisis, teleworking. The American government, like many countries, has settled a few lockdowns, which created this new type of working. People couldn't go to their workplace, so they had to work in their own home. This obligation to stay at home was a real problem to keep working. Some companies weren't equipped enough to enable their workers to work in their homes. That's when Google takes the place and gives the solution to all the companies which endure harsh issues to maintain suitable conditions to work properly. Google gives informatic tools which help the employees to work together to keep a distance, everyone at home. Google has quickly become synonymous with information, and their G Suite applications take this a step further. We are now able to use Google to track and store our own personal information, write articles and send emails, not to mention create spreadsheets, budgets, and schedule meetings using their calendar features. G Suite is an online set of cloud-based computing, productivity, collaboration, software, and products. All of these are available through Google Cloud and accessible on almost any device. There are three distinct features of G Suite: communication, collaboration, and productivity. Hangouts, Gmail, and Currents make up the communication portion. Drive is used for storage, which encompasses all of these features. Collaboration and productivity are made by docs, sheets, sites, Keep, forms, and slides. There are also admin panels and Vault, which are used to managing users and services depending on the plan. There are many different options that are free for users, but there are also paid versions that allow you to add custom email addresses at a domain, options for unlimited cloud storage, and much more. These applications also function using cloud computing, which is helpful for users who want a management and storage option. You can also use G Suite in connection with your personal domain.
Now, let's give a detailed description and analysis of the image. This advertisement consists of several parts. There is a header where it says Google Cloud, a title or slogan, all together now, a small text introducing G Suite intelligent apps that connect the people in your company, no matter where in the world they may be, a drawing representing a meeting in a company, a footer with the name of the G Suite company, accompanied by logos of the various tools that make it up, as well as a website. There is no need to speak more about the header. It is quite simple to understand. Let's talk about the title of this print ad. all together now is a powerful phrase. It shows a common unity with everyone. Only three words, but the impact is very strong. The word now refers to what happened in the year 2020, the huge pandemic crisis that struck the entire world. This small text talks about the applications linked to G Suite. We can relate it with the footer, where we see the main applications like Gmail, Google Docs, Google Drive, and Calendar. All of these applications help people to keep in contact with the outside world and stay together during this crisis, no matter where you live. As I said before, this image represents a meeting in a company. We can see men and women who sit on their chairs, and for the most of them, they use computers. Their chairs are in different colors: blue, red, yellow, which are the main colors used for the logos of the G Suite applications. This shows that all the people around the table use G Suite. They work together, as the title says, thanks to G Suite applications. Now, let's talk about the word all in the slogan. We are not just working together, but we are all working together. Google was very smart during this campaign to emphasize this idea about a common unity all around the world. Behind 5 chairs, we can notice that there are some famous buildings which are in different countries. There is the Big Ben in London, the Eiffel Tower in Paris, the Empire State Building in New York, das Fernsehturm in Berlin, Burj Khalifa in Dubai, and finally the Sydney Opera House in Sydney.
So now let's talk about the analysis of the advertisement, and we can say that Google targets two different audiences. First, companies, because there is a paid version which is more appropriate with corporate use. For example, Gmail, it's the Gmail we know, but it's designed for businesses with administration controls and no advertising. There is also Google Meet, which allows the various employees of the company to communicate via video conferencing based on Google's powerful and secure infrastructure. Cloud gives a possibility to store files that are automatically saved, and we see that the small text on the print ad is addressed directly to the companies with the phrase "the people in your company." But Google targets also normal users, since G Suite can be free, so everyone has the possibility to have it. The COVID situation has totally changed our daily lives since the beginning of the year 2020. This has not escaped Google's attention, and it has decided to put in place measures to facilitate teleworking. Indeed, Google has announced that it will be ready to accommodate the influx of from-home meetings that may need be organized in the near future. To do so, it has extended enterprise features for Hangouts Meet to all G Suite and G Suite for Education customers until the 1st of July. Those features announced on the Google Cloud blog include increases in the participant allowance of up to 250 people per call, in the live streaming audience cap of up to 100,000 viewers per domain, and the ability to record and save meetings directly to Google Drive.
Finally, we will evaluate if this ad is a success or failure. One might think that the G Suite campaign was a failure because since October 2020, Google G Suite has become Google Workspace. However, G Suite has changed its name to more accurately reflect the vision of the product. Indeed, G Suite has created a workspace more integrated with communication and collaboration tools. Honestly, I really think Google did a very good campaign. The words used on the slogan were chosen wisely for a specific purpose. We can find this slogan on other print ads. Sometimes it is a different slogan, like great ideas happen outside the office. It's not a flashy ad, which I think is very pleasant to watch. The different buildings drawn give people the feeling that this ad is aimed for them.
To sum up, Google G Suite campaign was very creative and strong for the companies which had to work from home. This ability that Google demonstrated has shown the services offered by Google change depending on our life. During this time, people needed to feel helped and understood. Life was very rough because of the sickness. That's why any help was welcome, especially for the work. Thanks for the attention.